Breaking local interest news now. With the first day of summer coming up on Friday, a local hospital is warning people of spending too much time in the sun.
According to Cox Health, one sunburn can triple a person's risk for melanoma. Our Madison Heaver looked into this today, and she's here now to tell us how we can take better care of our skin this summer. Madison.
Jen and John, Cox Health says the best way to protect against skin cancer is to use sun protection. Health officials recommend using broad spectrum sunscreens. Those provide protection from both UVA and UVB rays. Many young people are making strides to keep from getting skin cancer. That's according to Nancy Mary, a local skincare specialist. She says younger people aren't tanning in the sun like many have in the past.
My generation in the 50s and 60s, we laid out in the sun on a silver mat with iodine and baby oil because that was a healthy look. Now I think that the upcoming generation is getting smarter. You can get a spray tan now, which is very healthy looking, which is not toxic to the system or the skin, and so they can get a tan look without being dangerous.
Well, that's good that younger people are actually learning from the older generation. That doesn't always happen, but it sounds like they are taking some notes here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of people now, I especially don't go out in the sun as often as I used to when I was in high school and stuff like that. So
that was surprising, honestly, for me to hear. And I will be honest, I was excited for summer. Sun's coming out. Let's go out and get a tan, but always remember to put sunscreen on. I'll be honest, first time I was out in the sun, I didn't put sunscreen on. The next day it was not so fun. So learn my lesson there. Yeah. Thanks, Madison.
Thank you. Well, we have some trending stories for you now. The St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup last week.
And one fan has an extra reason to celebrate.
I happened to stumble across the sports book here and saw 250 to 1 odds and thought, that's a kind of a disservice to my Blues, and I'm a diehard fan. So I thought, instead of playing table games, let's let it ride on the Blues and enjoy the rest of the season, and I really did.
In January, Scott Barry placed a $400 bet at the Paris Casino in Las Vegas that the Blues would win the Stanley Cup, and people probably thought he was crazy at the time.
People thought he was definitely crazy at the time, because at the time, the Blues were the worst team in the NHL and had a 250 to 1 odds to actually win the Stanley Cup. But after defeating the Boston Bruins in 7 games last Wednesday, Barry's bet paid off big time.
He took home $100,000.
Wow, no doubt he definitely had fun watching the rest of the season. Barry says it won't set in until he actually sees that money appear in his bank account.
And he will be celebrating that Blues win again,
yeah.
One more time.
And again and again and again.
Oh, yes. Well, McDonald's in the United Kingdom is starting a transatlantic barbecue feud.
The feud started with the introduction of their new Kansas City-themed burger.
Kansas City barbecue?
Yeah, they shared this video on Twitter, and Kansas City Mayor Sly James clapped back right away, saying the fast food chain should stay in your lane. Kansas City is, of course, known for its dry-rubbed, slow-cooked meats drizzled in tomato molasses sauce.
So that picture right there, Mayor James tweeted that picture, including that picture, and said, this is what a real burger looks like. And then other Kansas City barbecue staples joined after James, showcasing their Kansas City barbecue burgers, too.
The burger is available until June 25th, not in the United States, however. That's the McDonald's burger, and
in the UK.
I can't blame James. That does not look like a Kansas City burger to me.
Yeah, it's not authentic, not the Kansas City authentic. That's okay. They can have that one. We have Kansas City burgers here,
for real,
pretty close to us.
But I will say it is cool that Kansas City is making a name
internationally.
Internationally, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
That is cool. So
James should be happy about that, the mayor.
He should be. We'll have more news coming up right after this.